I had always gone to church with my mum and my sister, and was singing in the church choir from when I was 7 and all of that. And I knew who God was and spoke to God a lot. And then when I was 11, I was at school in Scotland at that time, and they had female ministers at that point when the Church of England didn't. And I'd never seen a female minister before. And I thought, oh, that's what I want to do. But you couldn't do that at that point in the Church of England. Then I kind of went on quite a long faith journey, kind of discovered Jesus properly. That changed things, and I'd spent some time in a convent testing my vocation to the religious life, and it turned out that was not my vocation. And I left and tried various other things, and I was a children and families worker. I'd previously been a teacher, so I went into children and families work in the church, and I was a pastoral assistant, and that's how I got into the vocations process. And then through that and kind of being in ministry, that's how I ended up getting ordained. Ministry is full of all sorts of things that you don't imagine. For me, I like to feel like we're moving forward as a church. And that doesn't mean that we trample over the things that we've always done and things that have happened in the past, but we move forward. And for me, that's really important. But ministry itself can be many things. Emails, safeguarding, leading teams, rotas, vision, leading services, praying, all sorts of things that within your vocation become your vocation. So even within kind of the ministerial role, there are extra bits that you can help you to become more of the person God has made you to be as a minister, I think. And not everybody is the same, and no one's ministry, even if you are a vicar, is going to look the same. For me, the most rewarding part of what I do, I think, is when I see people have light bulb moments. So I think when I'm a teacher by original profession, and for me, when I am preaching or talking to somebody, and it's as if you help somebody to move to a new insight about God and about their relationship with God, or you show them a different way that God might be approached or prayer might be approached. For me, that I think is something that really inspires me in my ministry and makes me feel more of who I am. To those who are thinking of ordination, I would say give it a go. I don't think you've got anything to lose. The vocations team I know are really enthusiastic to help people to explore what their vocation might be. And I think people generally come to this having a strong sense that God is calling them. And for some people, it's a very strong sense that God is calling me to be a priest or to be a deacon or to stand in front of the church and preach. But for others, it might just be this feeling of God is calling me to something and I'm not sure what. And the vocations team are there specifically to help you to explore that. And like with me, I thought one thing was my vocation, and it turned out that actually that wasn't. But there was something, and I knew that God was calling me to something. I think for some people, it's something that just keeps returning and won't let go. And I think that's the point where you need to speak to somebody about it.